Yo, what's good? Okay, it's Tuesday. We're back again. You feel me? I did wake up today, so I'm gonna definitely make a video today. You know how it goes. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's starting to get warm outside. It's making me want to relax a little bit more, but you gotta like just ignore that, um, and just keep going. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting day. We did blow past 3,000 streams on Ride or Die over the weekend, so thank you to everybody that supported, that streamed it, that shared it, that's liked anything, that's whatever, retweeted anything, commented. I appreciate every single piece of support from everyone. So I just want to start the video by saying thank you so freaking much. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started. I'm trying to get this song to 10K so we can hit the Discover Weekly playlist. I have 2 more weeks, so a little bit less than 2 weeks now to get the song to get Ride or Die to 10K. So if you hit I'll give you guys this like alpha, I guess. If you hit 10,000 streams in the first 4 weeks of a release, then it'll get to the Discover Weekly playlist, which is it's like a big algorithmic push for a song. So that is our goal right now. But that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about hard skills and soft skills. So Pastel, shout out to Pastel for like bringing this up. I know he was in a hackathon this past weekend at East Denver. So he built an app, like this really really cool like web app or whatever. Sorry, that's my mom. Built this really cool web app. And it looks really great, and I think he learned a lot of stuff, and it kind of made him question things about like just kind of our roles as artists, and how like maybe us being only fluent in soft skills, which I'm gonna tell you guys what those are in just a second. Only being fluent in soft skills could be hurting our pockets, could be keeping us from a lot of money. And so I do want to like talk about, hard versus soft skills. I have this little cute little graphic here. I wonder if I can actually get it on my computer screen. Or maybe I can actually just search it up. Let's see. But my understanding of it, if I'm not even going to look at it, so this thing, hard skills versus soft skills. So the way it defines it, um, hard skills are teachable abilities or skill sets that are easy to quantify. So the examples that they give are proficiency in a foreign language, a degree or certificate, typing speed, machine operation, computer programming. Those are all hard skills, teachable abilities that are easy to quantify. Teachable skills that are easy to quantify versus soft skills, also known as people skills or interpersonal skills, is how they define it. They list, communication, flexibility, leadership, teamwork, time management. All that stuff is soft skills. By this, website's definition, the balance. That's where this little graphic is from. Then I'm also maybe gonna pull some stuff up, but before I pull some stuff up, or while I'm doing this, I want to kind of give my own thoughts about it. So, I think that like, I mean, if we're gonna go back like a few years, back to like just like me before I decided to be an artist, before I decided to go down this path, I always thought that the art path, the like artistic stuff, or like deciding to make that an actual career path, I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Like, I'm gonna just be totally real with you guys. Like, I thought it was stupid. I thought it was so fucking dumb. I'm so sorry. I know I'm gonna offend a lot of people. I thought it was so stupid for people to like go to school for art to get a degree in art. Like, what are you like? That's crazy to me. You're gonna spend money so somebody can teach you how to make art? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, I didn't take it seriously at all. I thought it was so fluffy and so like, oh, like yeah, you're a freaking artist. Like, that's your job. That's your skills. Like, really, that's really what you are bringing to the table. You can make a painting. Like, you can't do anything with that. Like, that's what I'm just gonna be totally real. I know I'm gonna offend a lot of people, but high school me, 17, 16-year-old me, genuinely thought that way. And I rejected every single, even though I was into music a lot, even though I think I was already producing beats at like 15 and shit like that. I never like took it seriously because I thought it was the dumbest fucking thing in the world to like pursue it as a real thing. I didn't think these were actual real skills. You could actually do anything with them, so that was just my perspective. Like, what you can't build anything with a fucking with art knowledge. You can't solve the world. You can't cure cancer with fucking art knowledge. You can't build a car with fucking how to know how to, with just knowing how to make a song, or like make how to draw lines on a thing. Like, I thought it was the dumbest fucking thing in the world. I was going for the science route. I was going for the hard skills route. I thought that the only real like I thought that hard skills, that like science, math, technology, that was real. That was actual real skills that I actually took seriously and actually thought like, oh, this is actually what is like going to make, this is what actually makes money. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my understanding. Engineers, doctors, like people like that, that's how you make money. That's what I thought. Like genuinely, when I was 16, 17 years old. So I went down that path. I went down the science route. I was in AP fucking science classes. I was in fucking, shit like that. I took physics and like all that shit. And then I went to school to study. I wanted to study biology. I wanted to actually study molecular biology, but I got rejected from the program that I really wanted to go to at U Chicago. So whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I ended up going for biomedical engineering at the end of the day because I got a scholarship for it. And I thought, oh, like this is actually like real skills that are real. Like that art shit is cool. Like the music shit is cool. But this is what's actually going to make me money. This is what I actually take seriously. And yeah, that was my mind. And look at me now. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking look at me now. I'm like making music. I'm taking it extremely seriously. This is like the main thing of my life. You know what I'm saying? Is like art and like making music and trying to make it make sense. So I've definitely completely like, I see both sides of like hard skill. I mean, genuinely, I've seen both sides of the hard skill and the soft skill kind of like difference, like the divide. I've seen both sides. I've experienced both sides firsthand. I worked in a fucking lab. I did scientific research. I've seen all this shit, you know what I'm saying? But today though, I chose to be an artist. I chose to take those skills more seriously because of what I'm going to say, I guess now. What actually made me decide to switch from engineering to music and art? What made me actually switch from that 16-year-old, 17-year-old self of like, the only thing that's real is hard skills. The only thing that's real is STEM and math and engineering. If you're not doing that, then you're not doing anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I completely 360'd from that because I realized there was like a switch in my mind. Where like I went from like, okay, engineering and like all that shit, this is the only thing that's real. Science is the only thing that's like real. To actually understanding like, okay, first of all, I have a gift. I'm musically talented. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I just have a little knack. For music. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely a big part of my decision. But then also I enjoyed the process a lot more. Like I said, guys, I did work in a lab. I worked at a research hospital doing fucking scientific research. And most of the time it's just like sitting there, like, like sitting there, you're reading, you're maybe like running experiments and stuff. Fucking, we did like immunofluorescent shit and we did stains and we fucking, did all that shit. But most of the time you're like spending it alone and it's not very like the process. I just didn't really enjoy the process. Like I didn't want to do that forever. It was not exciting to me. It wasn't fun to me. It wasn't fulfilling to me. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing. And then also what I realized was that the people that are running the fucking experiments, that are in the labs, that are doing the research papers and shit, those are not the people that people listen to. Anyway, so why the fuck am I in this bitch anyway? Like, nobody's even listening to a scientist. Nobody wants to hear the smart motherfucker talking about this fucking science experiment. People are listening to the artists. People are listening to the people that are out there and speaking to them. They're not listening to the people that are in the lab, that are just like running the experiments, that are basically speaking a different language than most people are anyway. They're using different words than most people are. They're completely disconnected from people. So like, if people aren't even listening to these people anyway, who are slaving away in the lab, why the fuck am I here? If I want to actually change the world and impact the world, I have to get out there. I have to do the shit. I want to be someone that can actually change the world. Like, and I didn't believe that science could change the world. I saw people just running experiments and putting together research papers and winning awards and shit, and the world is not changing. Nothing is changing. Like, I saw it happen, and so I was just like, dude, nah, I gotta get out there. I gotta like, no, like I have to follow this gift and like speak to people and hopefully make art that like changes people and like touches their heart. Because people don't make decisions based off of logic. People make decisions based off of their heart, based off of what they feel. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's why I decided to pursue like art as a career and why I decided to take it more seriously. Because I realized that like, nah, these are the people that actually touch people and like change their minds. Like, not the people in the labs. Because that person can talk all day and you not listen to them. You not hear a fucking thing they say because they're not connecting with you, you know? So I was like, dude, nah, fuck all that. combined with the fact that I already felt like I had a little knack for music, like it's fucking over. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the process a lot better of making music. I like the process a lot better of like just like using that gift a lot better. So that's why I kind of make the switch. And today I can like proudly say that I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm somewhere in the middle. So I've seen both sides. I've been on the both like extremes of it where I'm like, dude, fuck all of that art shit. Like only the STEM shit, only the math, the science, the technology, only the hard skills are real. And then I've been on the whole opposite side where I'm like, no, if you can just if you can just talk to people, that's the realest shit that you could do. If you can just talk to people and persuade them and touch their minds and their hearts, that's like that's the only thing that's real. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm kind of standing here in the middle where it's like I actually think both are true. I think that it's definitely I think that everyone should have both, cuz I also recognize that the people in the labs, they didn't have the soft skills that they probably could benefit from to communicate all of this amazing shit that they're finding out. They don't even know how to tell people in a way that they would understand because they don't have any soft skills because they spent all their time focusing on developing the hard skills. So even if they fucking like found like some magical solution, some magical like fucking secret to the world or something, if they can't tell it to someone in a way that they understand that would make them actually give a fuck, then it doesn't actually matter anyway. So I think that the people on the opposite end of like only hard skills, I think they're missing out on a lot of shit with having no soft skills and ability to talk to people in a regular way. And I think that the people on the soft skill side that only know how to talk to people and only know how to like, you know, how to like communicate with people and how to kind of deal with people. They only know people, but they don't have any hard skills to actually solve the big problems. You know what I'm saying? Like they're both in a really bad position. They both could use each other. They both could use each other's skills. So now I'm kind of in the middle where I can actually see both sides and I can talk to both kinds of people, and I aspire to have both in my life. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a both world. I don't think it's a either world or you know, this or that world. I think it's a both world, you know what I'm saying? So I think the artists, I aspire, I won't even say, I think the artist should do anything. I think you should do what the fuck you're gonna do. But I think that I aspire to, like have both skills in my like tool belt. Like I had to come all the way from being the motherfucker that it just doesn't talk to anyone, just focuses on the work, just focuses on the knowledge, just focuses on this and that, the science and the math and the tech. I had to come all the way from that and jump into the world of being an artist where the biggest thing that matters, nobody gives a fuck about your hard skill. Nobody gives a fuck if you can build a fucking app. Who gives a fuck if you can build an app? I give a fuck if you can make a song that I like, if you can talk to me, if I like you. I give a fuck if I like you and you are speaking to me. So I had to go from that and learn all the soft skills. I didn't know anything about people. I didn't know anything about dealing with people. I didn't know anything about talking to people. I didn't know anything about communication. I didn't know anything about shit. I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, as that person. And then coming from the total opposite side of like, this is the only thing that I'm, you know, I had to go hard at that and like actually learn it because it didn't come naturally to me. And then now I have those skills. And then I had to also like go back and be like, wait a minute, like if I really want to like make money and like be able to support myself and have a sustainable life, then I'm going to have to learn how to actually do things. I'm going to have to learn how to, you know, I mean like this right here, like Blender. I'm going to have to learn how to fucking, you know, like work inside of a software. I'm going to have to learn actual skills that can, you know, I can monetize. I had to learn like other things, you know, that I could actually monetize and like live off of and that could benefit my career. Like how to figure out softwares and how to fucking, you know, let's go back to the hard skills list. I want to actually see if I have any of these. I think that my biggest like hard skills are software, like learning how to like kind of deal with software and stuff like that. Okay, computer programming. Okay, I mean I can't really program, but I can kind of understand programs a little bit. Machine operation. I mean, can't really operate a machine, but I can operate like software, stuff like that. You know, like stuff like that, right? So, you know, at this point I am like working to develop my hard skills more. You know, I want to develop my hard skills more for sure because I absolutely see that the money is absolutely in hard skills. Absolutely. Hands down. Like, there's no way around it. An engineer versus an artist, there's no like, the engineer obviously is going to make way more money way more easily most of the time. Not and I said most of the time because there's a lot of artists that make way more money than engineers. So I don't think, I don't think it's, again, I think it's a both world, but I aspire to be balanced in that way. I think I could develop some more hard skills. I think that I have some, like, I can work around I can work myself in Blender and like 3D modeling and like music production and audio stuff. Like, those are hard skills too. You know what I'm saying? But I think that going the step above that, I've always been interested in coding, even though I've been avoiding it my entire life. That's something that I think could be a good hard skill, or even just any type of like certification, and like even like something like UX design. I know Pastel's really into that, or even like digital marketing. That's a hard skill as well. Like all of the like business like shit. Those are, I don't know. I don't know if those are hard skills or not. I think that's like up for debate, but I think that like definitely like programming, UX, technical design, I think that there's like some overlap for sure. I think that a lot of artists probably have more hard skills than they think. If you have been working in like softwares and shit, if you can edit a video, I feel like that's a hard skill. I don't know. My feelings are, if you can edit a video and you worked in a video software and you can kind of navigate that bitch, I think that's a hard skill. I would consider that a hard skill. And I think that hard skills can complement your soft skills, and they can both marry each other and make the whole thing way better. You know what I'm saying? Because if I only knew how to talk to people and how to like how to deal with people, but I didn't know how to run FL Studio or how to record in Logic and how to mix a song and how to engineer a fucking session, then I would be at a huge disadvantage, and I would have to get someone else that has the hard skill of running this fucking program and making it something sound good and making something look good. And then I would just be needing them and having to rely on them. And I think that's fine, but if you can actually learn how to like do actual shit, do actual shit, like make something work. If you can learn how to make something work, then that's going to put you at a huge fucking advantage. A huge advantage just in your own life to actually be able to like marry things and make them work and actually like make shit better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can make something work and you can talk to people, you can probably get rich as fuck. I'm just gonna put that out there. I feel like if you can actually do like figure some shit out and make something work, like a piece of tech or a fucking whatever, and also know how to communicate why that's important and why people should care about it, I think that intersection is where people make a lot of fucking money. I think that's where like somebody like an Elon Musk, like he has a huge fucking breadth of knowledge of engineering and physics and science, and then he also has like business fucking knowledge and communication knowledge and people knowledge about how to make people give a fuck about the science. I think that every single scientist I think should be, every hard fucking skills person, I won't even say just scientists, because I think programmers, scientists, people that really are like hard skills, robotics engineers, people like that, I think that like those people can benefit a lot learning soft skills and learning how to communicate what they're doing. And I think that people with soft skills that only know how to talk and only know people, I think that they can learn a lot about, like, even just knowing a little bit about the hard side of things and how to actually make shit work and how to build something that's actually real, and like, I don't know, just like know how to do shit. I think that they could benefit a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we should just talk to each other more. But I didn't know that this would be a 20-minute long video. I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was talking for that long, but that's my perspective on the whole thing. I think that artists should have both. I aspire to have both. I want to develop my hard skills more. I feel like I have like medium. I don't know what's between soft and hard. Like chub skills. I'm probably like a chub skilled, kind of person, but I want to get harder for sure. So anyway, join us this Friday to talk about this stuff with myself, Leo Pastel, Jamie Cornelia. Come to the space, turn up Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? Crash World, gang. If you want to be, we do have a private group chat. If you want to be in there, and I will say the group chat, I just added a programmer to the group chat who's also a musician, so I feel like he's actually a really good person of like somebody that has both. There's people that are in the middle, and I think those people are going to crush it just in life. But yeah, I aspire to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely aspire to be a little bit harder. But that's kind of my thing for today. So until tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Come to the space. If you want to be in there, you got to come to the space. If you want to be in the group chat with like all these artists and all these people in it, because you got to pass the vibe check both ways. So, if you come to the space, we can add you in there. You can start to meet other people and talk more, to if you have one of these that are lacking, if you're a soft skilled person, you need more hard skills. If you're a hard skilled person, you need more soft skills. It's good to be in a community with both types of people. So if you do, like, you can learn from other people. You can maybe just like talk to them and maybe ask them for help with something to help you work on something if you have a gap in your own skills. So it's a big benefit to be in a community with like both kinds of people. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gang, gang. You know the vibes.